you guys doing? Getting.
Trying to make a big giant.
But it's gonna fly away though.
Today, a war of love will be fought on your turf of your heart. Will you be ruled by love for God or for some other lover? It's easy to give the right spiritual answer to the question above. No doubt about it. My heart will be controlled by love for God above all else. The problem is that at street level, there is still a war of love in our hearts. We do lose our way. The problem is that at street level, there is still a war of love in our hearts. We do lose our way. Love of the world and the things that are in the world still kidnaps our hearts. We forget God and tell ourselves that we must have something. Love for God battles with our craving for the love of others. Material things and physical experiences command our affections and our motivations. Yes, battle still rages. Here's the thing that you and I need to remember, what the battle for the love of our hearts is all about. A desire for a good thing becomes a bad thing when that desire becomes a ruling thing. When good things become controlling, they command the affection of our hearts and then shape our words and behavior. When this happens, they take the place in our hearts that only God should have. It's not wrong to love God's glorious creation, but it's a spiritual disaster to be ruled by that love. So here is yet another argument for our need for the grace we have been given. We are all in possession of fickle hearts. We all still need protecting and rescuing grace. Thank God that grace has been given. When I woke up this morning, I did open my phone. I don't think it's a really good habit to open the phone right away when I wake up. Before my heart gets positioned with God, I think my thoughts get influenced by whatever I see online. And I was in my feed because sometimes I search side hustling ideas or business ideas. I saw this YouTube video that came up. He was a 28-year-old young man and he's living in New York and he was living paycheck to paycheck and he found something that really worked for him and he is doing $1 million business and things like that. You know the story, right? Very inspiring. I'm sure some of them can be real or not, but if it's real, it's very inspiring. And as I was just watching that clip for like 3 minutes before I started getting ready for the day, one of the things that I felt was a bit of lack. And when you see people in the world through YouTube, you start questioning if you need to do more to be successful. At least for me, that's what I felt. And when I saw that 3-minute clip of YouTube video, it was very fascinating because it was right after I woke up and I felt lack. That side hustling, if it's from the right motivation, it can be good. But I realized that that feeling of side hustling also can be out of kind of poverty mindset that you always have to work it. So just having that foundation with God, God is my provider. I think that is something that really challenges my heart. Whenever I feel the lack, if you are feeling a little bit empty because you're watching all these YouTube channels, that you feel like they're all put together and they have something that you want, I want you to remember that that is a war of love. The love for God remains in our hearts and it stabilizes and actually clarifies what we see in our lives. But when we are just occupied with scrolling and things, we get occupied with those. So I'm just going to send you out blessing and hugs. If you are feeling the lack, always remember that God is a source. God will fill your longing perfectly more than anything in the world. After feeling the lack, I was thinking about it and processing with God. And God was telling me, you don't have to have a desire or things for side hustling. I'm your provider and I need you to rest in that. And my spirit calmed down. And just before starting my part-time job at kids' school, I am grounding myself in the Word. It's a beautiful day today. I was inside when we started our devotion, and I'm actually outside now for 15-minute recess. Yesterday was kind of rainy, but today's amazing. I wish you were here. If you're in Chicago, probably you're enjoying this weather too. Back to our devotion again. I like the part that you and I need to remember what the battle for the love of our hearts is all about. The desire for good things become a bad thing when that desire becomes a ruling thing. I was kind of thinking about why do I get distracted at times? You're going about your day and then you see, usually for me, it's social media. I think many of us, it's usually social media. We look at people's success and their stories, we automatically start to compare that person's life with ours, right? Maybe you don't do that, but I do. I tend to do that because it's just automatic. When I'm looking at I'm looking at somebody's story, I kind of think about, am I running the right race or am I at the right place? Does God care about me? Am I doing enough? There are many, many questions just flooding in if I don't keep that gate for my heart. When I'm resting in God's provision, even though I see other people's success, having good time, it doesn't affect me. But when I am not guarded or when I'm really tired, that's when I throw a pity party for myself. I was thinking about how quickly I was able to jump into that comparison mindset. Definitely kind of orphan mindset that I need to do things on my own. And that's when I lose my footing. I actually forget that God actually has this amazing plan for me. God actually has for everyone a very unique plan for each one of us. But we tend to look at other people's journey and we kind of want that to happen to us, thinking that that might be the best plan for us, but it's not. God has specific, amazing dream for each one of us, and our job is to really rest in God. At that rest, we bring worries or concerns or sadness, anxiety, right? That's where we rest. Sometimes you don't want to be affected by the world, but if we are not centered, we do get affected very easily. We forget the fact that God's measurement is very different from the world. He sees our hearts more than anything else. People, including myself, we get to only see the surface level. People's reactions or their possessions or their looks, we only get to see surface level. If we get lucky, we do get to know other people's shortcomings and all, but generally speaking, we see their surface level and we determine if they're successful or not. But if you see the Bible, you'll realize God was very different at measuring people's success. Even though David failed so many times, he called David his friend. Personally, I think, yes, he did have a really good beginning and very monumental moment with God, but he did have a really sad ending here and there because he was very fragile and he actually had to use a woman servant to heat his body. I think that means he was alone, and I was wondering then where are all those wives he had? So in my personal opinion, you could disagree with me. I don't think he had really great ending, yet God still called him his friend. And that tells me that God sees our hearts very different from how we see our hearts. I think we need a daily reminder that each one of us need that grace. We need protection by grace to view others and also view ourselves as well. So that's just a thought on Thursday. So I pray that our hearts will be controlled by love for God above all else, that we won't lose our way, that we will not let our love be distracted by the worldly things today. I'll pray that you have a great day and I'll see you at next devotion. Bye!